Peaking at number 2 on October 10th, 1992, it's Jump Around!
The music wasn't as booming as usual because the alarm module had been sealed inside a metal ball. Still, the incredibly loud, bass-heavy tune blared enough to shake the walls, drowning out all other sounds. Katya had just lobbed the ball down the stairs. I was afraid the ooze would immediately snuff it out, but the ball appeared to protect the trap mechanism.
Oh wow, the ball is bouncing up and down on its own with the beat. The ooze keeps trying to grab it, but it's slipping away. Is this seriously the only bass-heavy song you could think of? What about Lil Pump?
Make the goddamn hole.
The bass isn't even that heavy, it's just bouncy.
God damn it, Donut, we're on the clock. Donut appeared to sigh and then cast the spell. We peered down into the cavity, looking into the scorched room below. The place was a mess. The body of the ooze was stretched taut, like sandy bubblegum. The television had somehow unpaused itself, and it played a scene from some anime, filling the chamber with a frenetic rainbow of ever-changing colors. I couldn't hear it. The ooze spread to all corners of the room. The small, glowing doorway stood next to the television, the level stairwell room. If it wasn't glowing, it'd look like the entrance to a utility closet or something equally innocuous. Once we took care of the boss, we'd have access to the room. I could see the setup for the boss battle that had never happened. There were multiple tables at various heights throughout the room, though most were now wrecked. I would have had to jump from table to table and then figure out where the core was. Mordecai had said to look for the yoke-like dome in the ooze. I could see it now, exactly where Gotzi said it would be. The yellow glow emanated from under the chair near the door to the level stairwell. I lowered myself into the hole. Getting my feet to touch the bare ceiling wasn't exactly the easiest thing to do when you were coming in from above. I wanted to keep Katya, who could have easily lowered me, posted at the stairwell, so I'd quickly fashioned a rope system. Don't let this slide. I didn't trust anything in the room made of glass to anchor me, so I pulled the heaviest chunk of metal I had in my inventory and gently placed it on the ground. It was a piece of dwarven automaton, and even though dwarven metal was lighter than steel, this thing had to weigh at least a half-ton. It was about the size of a forklift and was covered with lots of jagged, uneven, sharp pieces of broken metal. I'd been saving it to throw at something or to drop if we had to make a fast getaway. It was one of those things that I wouldn't be able to even budge before, but now that my strength clocked in at 80, I could lift it with no problems. I tied the rope to a curved, solid rivet. It'd hold my weight easily. I lowered myself upside down into the hole, entering the chamber of the ooze Spider-Man style. No boss music started. There was no announcement. The ceiling of the chamber was low, meaning when I was attached to the roof, my head would only be an inch or two above the top of Mrs. Gotzi. If it sensed me, it'd surge up and drag me face first into the sand. I lowered myself enough, placed my bare foot onto the ceiling, and I prepared the sticky feet special ability. The moment it activated, I'd have 70-something seconds. The song ended, and then started right back up again. It would go on forever. I'm going to activate my spell in 5 seconds. Send in the bozos. Donut, maybe you should put Mongo away after you make the clockworks. I don't want him accidentally getting into the sand.
Here they come.